The evil business of extortion in hip hop. Now, I kind of want to tune into this just because Jay Prince has been getting a lot of heat lately, and the things behind his name has been he's extorting people when you come in, and he's doing it in multiple forms. Might just be coming in, making people give money for protection, or it might just be like hang out with such and such, give them a little bit of clout, show them some love type shit. So like, there's multiple ways to get it done. Jay Prince knows how to move. I ain't hating on none of that. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people ain't vibing with that, and a lot of people don't understand what's going on. So I mean, let's check this video out and see what they got to say about it.
What's happening? Oh yeah.
Now y'all remember this? This is when the baby. This is the first thing I saw from the baby. This is when I started liking him though. Yeah. So he got checked by some hood niggas. Let's see what he got to say about it.
Me. Oh yeah. I ain't know that. I with all the little youngins out there. That's cool. But they're cool. Hey, they're cool. They ain't gotta with me, but I ain't signing no permission slip nowhere. That ain't what I do.
Yes, sir. I like that energy. And honestly, it's kind of like, man, I just think about what Charleston White said. It's like, why would you do that to black people? It's not like you making Selena Gomez check in, or granted, Selena Gomez ain't in the hood, but some of these artists aren't even going to the hood. They're just going to their show, flying in, telly, they're going out, especially in LA. Like, bruh, the people that make you check in be knowing the hotel. They be knowing when you get off the plane, what gate the shit finna be at. So like, bruh, like, it can get more serious in certain places. But it just kind of doesn't make sense that the only people that are claiming you gotta check in are gangs. And it's just like, and it's only people doing it to black people. It's not like you making Post Malone check in or anyone else. Like I said, Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus, like, bro, you ain't making nobody else check in, but you making other black people come in. It's just like, bro, it just leaves a nasty taste in my mouth.
The underworld normally isn't far behind.
There goes Jay Prince right there.
Laundering through seemingly legitimate businesses or rubbing shoulders with politicians to favor their causes.
True.
The world of organized crime is everywhere. And when you consider just how profitable hip-hop is, it's no surprise that the underlying element of gang violence shows itself in the lives of artists. Commonly referred to as the Black Hand, the roots of extortion crime groups can be traced back as far as 1750s Naples. In those days, the local mafia would send a letter to businesses threatening violence or property damage to get protection money from the owner. As the mafia made their way to America, extortion took hold in the inner cities, with Chicago, New York, and Philly experiencing regular shakedowns that scared anyone who didn't comply. Unsurprisingly, these mafia methods were taken on by other street organizations, and now extortion is as much a part of hip-hop than ever before. At this point, any street rapper will know that checking in is part of the job. This is essentially a sign of respect that makes sure artists can move through the city without fears of being punked or murdered.
And then look at what happened to Offset and Takeoff and Quavo. They checked in. Obviously, Offset wasn't there, but bro, they have respect. Them boys did more numbers. They did more numbers than the Beatles, and they're going down doing dice games with Jay Prince Jr. First off, that's beneath them. And second off, if they gonna come check in with y'all and give y'all the stamp of approval, y'all should be protecting them. And that level of, like, bro, the streets is kind of dead now. It's crazy.
At its core, this practice is mutually beneficial, with the rapper getting a free hood pass, all while investing money into the city by paying a fee to them through security or allowing an up-and-coming artist to open for them at their show. Though it might seem unjust, it's better than the alternative. So now that we're caught up to speed, let's take a look at some of the most infamous incidents.
Better than alternatives? Bro, just what do you mean it's better than alternatives? That makes no sense. What's the solution?
While he's a successful billionaire today, even Kanye West wasn't safe from extortion. During a trip to Philadelphia, Ye, who was regarded as more of a suburban rapper than a thug, had to call up the Broad Street bully, Beanie Siegel, to help him get out of a tough spot.
I heard of that name.
He felt threatened. Nothing was gonna happen to him. Not while I was there. They had chairs pulled up to his table where he was eating at with his friends, and they wasn't eating. It was real. They played the food was cold. It was just like a weight off. Like, hurry up, and when you come out of here, it's going down. So when I got to ask Kanye, yo, do you know this guy right here? It was like, nah, Kanye.
not to sound like pussy or anything, but like, bro, what is Kanye doing without security, first off? And if you ain't got security, civilians like that are gonna be calling the cops, bro. What you mean? Like, man, me and my boys got in the squabble and Jack in the Box, and they called the cops on us and made sure they got escorted out perfectly fine. It's like, this ain't adding up. This is weird.
Jewelry tucked in, you take your chain out. That was like a badge, that Rockefeller chain. We was the family. So taking from him at that time was like taking from me.
And where Beanie was able to help Ye navigate out of trouble without any harm, other artists haven't always escaped their reputation or possessions intact. Out of all the places where checking in is practiced, nowhere moves with more organization than Detroit. Headed up by Trick Trick, the Motor City is operated as a no-fly zone. And as he explained to Nori on Drink Champs, it's used to make sure the city and its people get their due respect.
Dan, what is the no-fly zone?
It was for record labels.
Okay.
Bro, go open up a black security force and you'll be able to do the same thing. And then when you tap in with them, you'll be able to tap in with people that are delegating your people all day, every day long, which are the police. And you'll have more pull to do things with them that actually matter. This is temporary and redundant.
Labels used to have like street teams, and that was back in the A&R days. They would have a promo team, take the artists to different locations, and it was like they were just coming to Detroit and wasn't picking up nothing. They would charge the local artists to perform. When it kept happening with the little homies and they was just doing it because they got money, like, you know, that, man. Stop everything. Wow. And the only entertainment around this gonna be what's here, and if anybody violated, we'll deal with that accordingly.
Out of everyone who's faced the impact of this, no one had their ticket denied as publicly as Rick Ross. Set to headline a Summer Jam event in the city, Rosé's bag was stopped by the local guardians who enforced the no-fly zone.
Oh, they was on Big Boss Ross?
On average, there are around 5 million car accidents every year in the U.S., and a lot of those accidents...
get your money, bruh.
Get your money, bruh. They're not suing the millions of jobs. Win the... So information off.
Ross right outside here tonight. When he was pulling up to come into Sherry Park, he was met by 100 individuals.
Bro, all them niggas need jobs. How you done gather 100 people that ain't got nothing better to do than that? Like, bro, this unsophistication. That shit's nasty.
And asked him to come back. He is in fear of his life, and he may never come back to Detroit.
While Rosé's situation has lived on in infamy, he wasn't the only artist to fall in Trick Trick's territory. One notable example of a rapper being caught on camera snubbing extorters is DaBaby. During a video shoot for his single 21 in East Atlanta, the North Carolina native was confronted by a local gang who set out to intimidate him for trespassing.
Hey, if you wanted to come politic,
yeah, give me some money so we don't fire up your shit. Like, bro, what? Like, bro,
he could have just came to politics. You know, that was real. Dude, I ain't no Pee-wee though. So it don't go like that. It gotta be respect. I would have got the utmost respect. Just don't do it like that.
Yeah, so he's already saying he understands. He's with that, bro. But you ain't even got enough pull to get in his circle. You don't even have enough sophistication to get on IG and hit up someone on his team. Like, bro, anything, bro. You just came with some, we need a permission slip. That ain't getting you nothing. That's not even how bosses move. And if you finna do that, that's not how you get it either, bro. You gotta be at least offering something, bro. Nigga ain't offering anything at all. Like, the artist thing is cool. Like, if you have like up-and-coming artists in the area and you want your artist that you're working with to do something and you have a connection to hit up someone, you're like, hey, whoop whoop, you know, we can shut it down and shut these haters up, you know, do this for me. That's understandable. But when you push it to like this, nah, people aren't gonna be receptive unless you was a straight bit, like, bruh, straight up.
Outside permission slip, I don't do that, big homie. You could have came and chopped it. Okay.
An incident where he dealt with this surprisingly well, DaBaby has since admitted that it could have went badly, but not necessarily for him.
The guy was on their side. It worked out perfect for him. Everybody else was doing it, was there to do a job. They was scared as
Where DaBaby responded with anger, others have said that extortion is not always something to stay away from, as it can make your life much easier. In Joe Budden's opinion, checking in was always a failsafe, with the rapper turned podcaster explaining that it's a necessary evil.
This is how I explain it. State taxes. Checking in is state taxes. I don't live in LA, but I've done work in LA. And at the end of the year, LA sends a note to my house that tells me how much money I owe them. That's the government. The street people that are powerful enough to control movement in their town, i.e. Big U, Trick, whoever these names are. All of y'all artists come to these cities and take, and make money all year long without giving back. So,
come on, bro. They giving back good-ass vibes. Motherfuckers will be depressed if they don't get a release. Can't say they're not offering anything. That's just not true.
Boy, the streets getting it.
But I understand. I understand what's going on.
But there's a fee attached. That's how I view it. I didn't grow up.
Man, the city's providing something though. If you're just gonna say I'm just gonna fire your shit up, I mean, you're like what? I could just get security for that, and that's gonna cost me money. So pay you or pay security to clap you niggas. Like, bro, what are you talking about? You gotta offer something, bro. Like, offer anything. You can't just come and try to strong
But
on them.
I don't know you.
It's not gonna
I
be
don't know none of them.
receptive.
I don't really care about your well-being, but you're gonna pay. All right, he's good for these 3 days that he's here. Yeah.
Another artist who's made his peace with Extortion is none other than Vanilla Ice.
Nah, yeah, he definitely deserves to be pressed though.
Grossing
He falls
more
to the
revenue
press,
than
it is
most
what it
hip-hop
is.
artists see in their entire careers, Vanilla Ice was so successful that he unwillingly went on to fund one of the biggest labels in hip-hop history. Not exactly known for his tactful business operations, Suge Knight knew that when it was time to find funding to start up Death Row Records, who better to raise funds from than one of the industry's richest industry plants who was now living it up in LA. And although the claims that he was dangled over a balcony by Suge and Death Row goons has been blown out of proportion, Vanilla Ice viewed the shakedown in a more positive way.
You know, he took that money, and I look at it in a positive way. With me, people think I'm bitter about it. To me, I look at it in a positive way, saying, you know what? That money went on to start Death Row Records.
No one cares how you rationalized it, bro.
That money funded some of the greatest hip-hop music.
Nobody gives a shit how you
record
do.
funded by Vanilla Ice. Nobody ever thought about that. How about Snoop?
Are you getting royalties back? Are you getting anything back for that? You just, this nigga just took your money. All you get is the, hey, I helped them start it, but they didn't say I helped. Nigga.
Dog, funded by Vanilla Ice. How about Tupac? Funded by Vanilla Ice.
I guess when you up like
I
that,
had
you
good
ain't
return
tripping.
on my money on that one. But listen to me, it went on to do something good in the hip hop community, man.
Shit, they're right.
When we're talking about extortion
and
in hip-hop, it's impossible not to mention Houston's Jay Prince. Often seen as hip-hop's overarching kingpin who uses intimidation to end potential
Mr.
conflicts
Prince.
before they even get off the ground, the Rap-A-Lot Records CEO is almost universally respected. But with that said, everyone slips up sometimes.
I be slipping up forgetting this nigga's running a label. Like, bro, I just thought he was Jay Prince. I didn't even know he was running a label.
And his attempts to move in silence have been violated. Even though he appeared to be charitably returning NBA Youngboy's possessions
this shit,
to him
don't do
after
this
a
shit
robbery,
again, bro.
many people suggested that it was an outright attempt to
NBA
extort a
Youngboy
rapper
violated.
who refused to pay their respects to him.
Yeah.
Little homie Youngboy place got broke into. You know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right. I got your keys to your Rolls Royce.
Oh, yeah?
I got your keys to your McLaren.
Oh,
You know, all
McLaren.
that they took. All good. Waiting on you.
In classically
Youngboy,
bold fashion
he
from the
ain't-
Baton Rouge
he ain't
rapper,
with that.
Youngboy
I
wouldn't
can
bend to
already
the
tell.
pressure, responding with a fiery message of his own.
I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call.
Facts.
Don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. None of that.
That
I'm
shit
good
was
on
embarrassing,
keys,
bro.
When you buy cash,
For
two
both
keys
parties.
come with the car anyway. Mind your business.
Facts.
Where Youngboy escaped unscathed, the reason that they were likely
Yo, he checked Prince, and Prince didn't say he called him dumb boy or something like that. Damn, man, they talking down on Denthead, man. That's
no
crazy.
consequence
Denthead
for him
ain't going
shooting
for
off
none of
his
that though.
mouth
Stop
is that he
playing with
wasn't
him.
indebted to Prince. An extremely
I like the way
imposing
he
figure,
responded.
Prince's presence has even led to the downfall of one of the most prolific rejections of checking culture that we've seen in hip-hop. During the peak of his powers, before being outed as a rat, Tekashi 6ix9ine took great pleasure in dissing checking
Damn,
culture,
these veneers are
even going
crazy.
as far as to dub his tour the Test of My Gangster Tour.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now. There's
This nigga
gangsters
6ix9ine.
all over this world. I don't
Yo.
check into nobody. I respect everybody's soil that I
6ix9ine legitly began the beginning of the end of the streets. Like straight
but
up.
I do not check in anywhere I go, and it's gonna stay like that.
He made
You know
that
what I'm
whole
saying?
image just look
Made even more bold by his
tacky.
connections to the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, Tekashi actively welcomed problems as he went to other cities, believing that he was untouchable.
You see me, I invite you to test my gangster.
But the problem-
Straight up, nobody want this problem. I'm telling you right now, y'all interview
Yo,
so
he's
many
wild for that,
rappers.
though.
If I say I'm the king of New York for the 500th time, and someone didn't like it, something could have easily happened.
You're not the king of New York.
I'm the king of
Something
New
like
York. Everywhere I go, they shut
he
it
was
down.
talking
like
real
the president's
spicy.
coming. Like,
At the time, Tekashi's willingness to go everywhere he wanted was crucial in building the mythology around him.
I'm surprised nobody's put hands on him. Nobody's agreed to a boxing match with this nigga. Nobody's even made a diss song. Like, bro, motherfuckers is really scared of 6ix9ine out here,
Not to
man.
mention the image that influenced millions of people to follow his Instagram to stay up to date with the tour. But even Tekashi wasn't immune to the powers of Prince and his extended family. During a visit to Texas, 6ix9ine was forced to no-show a performance due to the presence of J. Prince Jr. and his Mob Ties crew.
Talk a lot of shit, huh?
Wow, that's the first thing I heard of J. Prince Jr. doing something I like. Holy, he actually had one at 6ix9ine.
But won't even show up to their own show. You don't want your back in?
Shit.
Where's 6ix9ine then?
After the fact, J. Prince didn't necessarily endorse his son's action.
And I bet you 6ix9ine probably still wanted to pull up too. But once you have actual security guards and they hear wind of that, the security guards ain't trying to die for you, to be honest. So it's just like, man, they ain't finna go out like that, so they'll fuck around and cancel it and rebook it another day. But it's not like 6ix9ine didn't get his money back from this, and I don't even like that ugly motherfucker. But yeah, bro, that's just wild.
But implied that they were a direct response to the whole behavior that he's shown in other cities.
It's hard when a man
somebody other than black people,
holy. This guy campaign. Eventually he gonna get elected. You can't have a man beside you with all that campaigning and a bullet might fly from somewhere and hit the wrong person. So you want to get understanding with these kind of people before you allow them to sit in your car, stand beside you. I understood.
Since getting out of jail, Tekashi has prevented similar problems by siding with a known extorter, Wack 100. At this point, Wack's gang ties in LA are an open secret, with academics even joking about it in a November 2021 IG post which read, when you
just paid a 15-month extortion.
You just paid your $15K a month extortion money to @Wack 100 to keep the goons off you. Between the constantly broken borders between the worlds of hip-hop and criminality,
I know got
isn't likely
too.
to go anywhere soon. And whenever street artists move
not.
into uncharted territory and expect to make money, you can bet that there'll be some locals looking for a piece of the action.
There's some local barbarian that doesn't know how to set up normal
We're gonna
stuff.
rank YouTube's
is gonna do some stuff like that, bro. That's just wild, man. We gotta do better.
Organized
bro.
crime is
I'm cool with coming in, working with different artists, paying some form of a state tax to whoever is running things like that in the music industry or even entertainment, but it has to be more sophisticated. It needs to not be up in the air. Like, it's more of a if you know, you know, and if you have the right people, you can do certain moves. Some people ain't getting the luxury of just having an artist on stage with them or going to do a dice party with them and just posting IG pictures. Some people got to pay bread, like what Ack was doing, $15K right out the pocket, just for a threat. It's just like, man, that's crazy. But it's looking like the streets is kind of over. We're gonna see what's going on though. Shit, most people ain't paying taxes like that. It's mostly the up and coming ghetto people, but it's looking like they got a couple big artists. But the way things are nowadays, I don't think that stuff's on the fly. You gotta come a different type way, but. Hopefully, us as black people can get more sophisticated and we can get some stuff set up to where this isn't a spooky or misguided kind of gray area that people don't know, gotta go do it to experience it. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need to set it up better than that. But, yeah, man, I don't know about J. Prince and them, man. They better stay safe out there. And yeah, we finna probably dive back into another story because I know Prince and them got some stuff that's worked out and we got to talk about that. So I'll be seeing y'all in the next video.